So today we're speaking with Ben Stratton from Corrotec, who is chairperson of the NASF Surfing Organizing Committee. This is the group that puts together the event each year, and the show will be June 7th through 9th in Rosemont, which is right in the suburb of Chicago there. So Ben, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Like I said, quick turnaround. Looks like we just did this a couple months ago, but this is when it was normally scheduled in June. So tell us a little bit about, the event and how it's going to be going, and then we'll get into some details here soon.
Sure. Well, yeah, it's back to summer in Chicago. So we're really looking forward to the warmth, but also to be able to get out and walk to nearby restaurants and entertainment. So this year's show, so far, we're over 150 exhibitors and on track for ballpark 1,600 or more attendees. So we're really excited about what we put together and what's here. We have, I think, a really great program. I'll let the TAC committee talk to the specifics of what's in the scientific program. But on the more general side, we have two keynote speakers, the Bloom lecturer, great opening reception on the floor, followed by a chapter event that evening. The Chicago chapter is putting on a blues band night, which should be a lot of fun in walking distance to the hall. The AAC is going to put on their essentials course again this year for folks who are new to anodizing. And we will have a few other really, really exciting things. Good economic impact lecture from Christian Richter, as well as a few fairly new things. The women's reception there on Wednesday evening, and then the 40 under 40 roundtable put on by Products finishing there Wednesday afternoon. So a lot to see, a lot to hear, a lot to do, and a lot of connection to be made.
Right. Yeah, and you mentioned some of those special events. We'll get into those because those are great for networking. I mean, in the evenings, there's times, certainly on the floor and everything. And again, like I said, you mentioned the technical advisory committee. This is a learning program, very much of an educational, scientific, and a learning program, both in the, in the tracks, but also on the floor. I've always told people, if you want to know something, just walk around because experts are with 3 feet of wherever you go, right? In the booths that can help you with anything that you need in the finishing world.
That happens to us every year where somebody's walking by and says, "Oh, you're a machine builder. I have a question about X or Y equipment or this kind of pump or filter," and we're all there. We know what we're talking about, and it's really much more serendipitous than you might expect for a big show like this.
Right. Yeah, it gets started on the 7th. You got some keynotes. We're going to talk about a few of those. I know you've got one on Tuesday and then the Wednesday, and those are pretty interesting topics if you want to talk about that.
I think those are fantastic. So Kim Tress from Stellantis, which is the Chrysler Group, talking about coating selection for automotive trends. So hopefully give us a lot of insight on where automotive is headed with their coatings. And then also on Tuesday as well is also the Bloom lecture for the Scientific Achievement Award. So that's Judy Runge from Apple as well. So both of those should be really, really interesting talks, and I think should give listeners a lot of insight.
Right. Yeah, like I said, you've got the talks, you've got the educational track, but really, and I've always told people this, if you're in finishing, this is 2 to 3 days that you really need to carve out and be there. To be able to walk the floor, even if you're not looking for anything specific, you can walk the floor, see what's on exhibit, see what some of the companies are showcasing. And really, I always tell people it's kind of the unknown known until you walk around and see some things that you didn't even really think about that you want to integrate into your shop. So, but like you said, as many as how many exhibitors did you say you have? Over 100?
Over 150.
150, right. And like I said, all really willing to answer any questions and to give advice or give some product information that really helps shops become more efficient and improve on really all of their operations, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And Wednesday, to continue with the keynote talk, also is our what we call our general keynote speaker, and she's talking about innovation in times of change, which we thought we were done with the times of change with COVID, and now it looks like there's even more of that going on, and I think it's a timely topic, and I'm looking forward to that one personally because I really think that that there's a lot to be gained there for sure.
Right, right. Yeah. And like you said, you've got Mondays, kind of the soft opening on an event there. You got the
Tuesdays
talk,
is
or
up.
I'm sorry, Tuesday. Sorry, yes, Tuesday. It used to be Mondays. Tuesdays,
Yes.
you've got the talks, and then kind of a soft opening on the show floor. And then Tuesday nights when the show begins, and then you've got a lot of the talks going on. And then Tuesday evening, the Chicago chapter is hosting an event, which should be a pretty fun event. I've never been to that venue, but it looks very fun. And then
Great.
I know you also got is it the boot camp still going on? Is that going to
Yep.
be held
Boot
this
camp
year?
is going on Thursday morning for folks who are fairly new, either to plating, but also to different aspects of plating. So,
Right.
my company, we're on the equipment side, so it's always nice to go and listen in on the chemistry side. And similarly, if folks are normally on the operations side, this is a great time to go and learn about equipment or to learn about chemistry. It's a great program.
Right, right. And like I said, for those those finishers who are thinking about who haven't yet purchased their tickets, thinking about coming, I can pretty much guarantee you that their competitors are coming to the show.
Mhm.
They're going to be there. But really, talk to finishers about why they should invest the time to come. Them and some of their major peoples in their facilities to come to this show and really, hear what's going on and see what's going on.
Sure. Well, it's worth the time because you're going to get there. You're going to learn. You're going to see and hear best practices both in plating and outside of plating. Good connection with the other folks in the industry. See what other folks are doing, and then of course there's all the technical tracks which can really get down into the nitty gritty of why this works, why that doesn't work, how to do this, how to do that, and that depth is something you can't get a lot of times in your silo alone in your own facility, or even if you have multiple facilities. It's really difficult to get that same level of knowledge, education, connection, and like you said, there's usually an expert within 3-4 feet of you that you can ask just about any question, and get, if not the answer, a very very good lead on how to get to the answer. So I would say, yeah, if you're interested in connecting, if you're interested in learning, if you're interested in developing, growing, absolutely come to Surf in 2022.
Gotcha. So they can go to NASFsurfing.com, register,
.com.
get everything there, get all the courses, even find out where they should be staying. But Ben, I want to thank you for giving us information, and we will see you in Chicago in the summertime in June.
Thank you, Tim. I hope to see many, many faces there.